concrete wall emerges up. Bits of rubble come down. And when you look into the room that the girl was mentioning, yes, you do find the presence of good. There seem to be about six, excuse me, there seem to be about like five regular like civilians laying in a pool of corpses. Seem to be like bitten off by like ghouls as the bite marks are very similar. Um, the bite marks are very similar. There seems to be like a pool of like blood that they're all like kind of like huddled or not huddled around. No, they are not biting into like these corpses or eating them. They seem to be like just clutching on to clutching onto life as is. Their skin is rather pale. Even for the halfling grandmother and the dwarf, their skin is very sickly pale, along with some other mysterious characteristics about them and their condition. That seems to be the makeshift family that the girl is talking about.
Hmm.
Do you mind if we all switch the cameras from this point on? There's going to be heavy role playing for the final part of this dungeon. Or at the very least, when you feel like chiming in as a character, you can turn on your camera. Either one works. Okay, so that's what you guys see. What do you guys decide to do?
I call them all over and I'm like, you gotta go look at this.
Wait, we see the child standing in a doorway with a demon in it?
No, the child is standing with you guys, but when you guys look into the room that she was pointing at, it seems to be five normal-looking people, like two high elves, a dragon, and they're like sitting and clutching themselves as if they hadn't eaten for some time. Their skin is really pale, and there's some other characteristics of like sickness in which you're not really sure about, but that's where they all are, and they're sitting up against the wall, against like a pool of like blood and several corpses there.
Not to make the obvious observation here, but that group looks a little bit like us.
Holy shit, you're right.
Well, shit.
But they look like almost dead versions of us.
Almost as if this is what we would be if we had eaten flesh.
The girl tugs at your arm in the elevator. She says, "Please, we haven't eaten some time. Can you?" Sorry. And yeah, she coughs into like her arm once again. Her pale arm, that is. Their clothes are all tattered. And she asks once again, pleads you all to like go help them and like, help feed them as they haven't had proper food in some time.
Am I the only one that thinks this may be the like ghoul place that they told us about?
It is a separate room that you guys can go into investigate. I would say that for the game player, and you are free to investigate these people.
I don't know if we should go in there, honestly. If we can see, okay. Do we know they're ghouls or no?
They are not ghouls. They're not ghouls. There are suspicious things there on them, but you have to take a closer look. And they're the room that just opened is like a new room full of like corpses, and those like five survivors there.
Can I go up to the child again? Am I still with the child?
The child's clutching onto your arm. Yes.
Okay. Can you hang on one second? Sorry, I have the music turned all the way up.
Talk about that.
Do you know what their names are?
I don't know. They bounced off that column right there on someone's patio. It's 3 ladder. Yeah. If it didn't break.
So does anyone have like the notes to take from here on out? I don't want to like take like all the notes from here. That's really like tiring. Okay.
I could. Oh, did someone else say they could?
I can.
Okay.
Let me get a note open.
Okay.
Okay, so
So the child does the like little. She introduces there. She points to like this very short halfling, very old grandma figure. She says, "This is Grandma Anja. She's been really kind to me since we've been here. Really comforting. I've been like really scared since I haven't seen my mom in some time, but she reminds me of her. That's the grandma." She points to a pair of like high elves there. One of their names is Elas, Elas, and there's a older high elf as well. High elves are known to be very pale in general, but this is a level of pale is very like sickly, in which they elves already have this kind of like sculpted look to them, as if they don't really have water in their system. But here it looks like they don't even have blood in their face as well. It's very like sickly looking. The older high elf is named Marius. The Dragonborn over there, he has this. He keeps looking at.
Davis, were you taking notes?
The Dragonborn, specifically a blue Dragonborn. The Dragonborn keeps looking at his hand for some reason, and he keeps comforting me in many ways. But he keeps looking at his hand, and then looks really scared. His name is Dorak, and the dwarf over there. He keeps saying like how much he misses something. He doesn't talk a lot. His name is Aaron. Do we have all the names, Davis?
what was the grandma? What was her race?
Halfling.
Okay.
She's about as short as the 12-year-old girl. 12-year-old human.
What's her name? Grandma what?
Ancha. It's spelled Ancha.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all of them. All of them look very sickly and seem to have like some sort of trust to each other, but seem to be running out of time, life-wise. I'll leave it to you guys to discuss what you want to do. We'll fill in Elevator when she returns, but go ahead and tell them what you want to do. Or discuss.
I wonder.
Sorry, Rose figured out how to unlatch the bottom part of her pen, and she knocked her water bowl over and then ran out and peed. So there's just a shit ton of water everywhere all over my floor. So I'm listening. So hold on, I have a question out of game.
Yeah, go ahead.
So do y'all remember the tiefling that we met on the ship?
Khan.
Yes, thank you. And she was like, "Oh, my kid is missing. I don't know where my kid is." And this little girl, well, then again, I guess she's
Her kid was a teenage boy.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, is there a chance that?
It's a good try, but it is not that child.
Okay, damn. Okay, continue. I'm listening.
Yeah. Discuss amongst yourselves how to carry on from here.
Yeah, I don't know whether they're reflections of us or not. I mean, my God, Aaron, what a similar name. Aaron the dwarf who misses somebody. I mean, kind of vague, but still, it's all of them have, almost like it's a story that matches ours, and the only difference is they're about to die.
Yeah.
Well, are we sure that's a difference, or is it a magical prediction?
Well, I mean, it is a difference technically because we're not about to die, but it could be a prediction, or it could be a reflection of our inner selves.
Is my detect magic still going, or is it a little too long of that one?
So there seems to be a bit of like a magic, but not at the 5 survivors in the room. but beyond. You see, and speaking of beyond, you look past the survivors, and there seems to be like this big double doors, but it's very broken down and full of let's say like furniture or like other bodies to help barricade that door. What's beyond it? You're not entirely sure.
Well, I think whatever we need is beyond that door. I
Can I
don't know.
still, do I still have divine sense going?
Yes, you do.
I don't think so.
You do.
Oh, I do?
For this purpose, let's say you do. And you do detect good, which are the 5 survivors there. And Barath, you didn't detect magic, so they seem to be all like normal, non-magical folk. But Elevator, you detect rather evil beyond the door, beyond the barricaded door.
Fuck!
A barricaded door at the end of a dungeon. Of course it's evil.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And we need to. Okay. Here's my thought process. And I'm gonna try and go through it as quickly as possible because I don't know how long we have. This tiny little human child. Now, if any of y'all know, I am half elf, half human. Humans are so much easier to spell and to trick, which means if that is an evil being and this child wants us to help the evil being, she has been spelled. I was right from the get-go. The only reason that my healing potion didn't work was because she wasn't injured in any way. It's all mental, and healing potions, at least the ones that I have, can't heal mental problems or any type of spelling to the
He
mental.
was asking to help the 5 people who we've already identified as good and non-magical, not the thing beyond.
Yes, but they are standing in the room that I am detecting to be evil.
No, the evil is beyond that room.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying that room is evil, but the people in it are good.
No, there's a side room of the treasure room that you're in, and beyond is a barricaded door, and there's a barricaded door, and beyond that door is a very large presence of evil.
Okay.
I think those survivors have been barricading the doors with their brethren, purely to keep that evil from coming at them.
Okay, crazy idea. Hear me out. What if we find a hole in this door and just throw that bomb in there and get the
That's
fuck
what I was
out?
gonna say.
Find a hole in the door, and then throw the bomb at the possibly supreme evil, and leave in time before the supreme evil throws the bomb back at us.
We have no. Okay. So, these people are good. This child is human. There's an evil person behind this barricade, which means even though these people are perfectly non-magical, they're human, they're good, they have a good vibe or aura that you could say that they have going for them. We could be walking into the biggest trap. This could all be a ruse. They could be spelled to believe that they are good people. This child could be spelled to believe that all she wants you to do. Hush!
I will say that's not how the good and evil spell works. Of like it's you can't be convinced to be good all the time.
Yeah, your alignment stays your alignment.
Even when spelled.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're walking into a really big fucking trap.
That's why I'm saying.
What is your suggestion otherwise?
Throw the bomb in there and
into
then get
the
out.
room with the people.
If this
No,
is
past the door.
Past the door.
But Elevator does not even want to go towards the people.
She can hang back.
Yeah, she can hang back.
From DM
Let me run in there.
And have all of you just walk in towards death? Yeah, that's a great idea.
I'll remind you of all this. The bomb that you said, when Dr. Alvin was showing you how it worked, there is a timer set. That to give you enough time to escape the dungeon. In which, I should also mention this, as you guys had passed, the stairs that had been, falling back, well, after some time, perhaps, maybe one of you, went back to, see what the situation was, concerned about the exit, and the stair has pretty much fully repaired itself. The suspicious tiles are still there, but the stairs has repaired itself, so there's a way to get back out.
And we know where those tiles are, like, and what they do now, right, Steven?
You know, yeah, yes, all of your characters know what they do. You just have to be careful about when you escape. And the timer set. I'll explain how the escape mechanics work. But for now, from DM'd characters, I need to know what you guys are doing, and if you want to investigate the 5 survivors in that room.
I say we throw the bomb in that door, grab the survivors, and just get the fuck out. We can figure out what's going on with them later.
I mean, we don't have to put it in the door. We just put it in the center of the room. It's a bomb to clear the whole tomb, right?
Yeah, the bomb will basically vaporize any sort of living life.
Yeah, so we don't have to be.
Say what?
We can just leave it in the center of the room. We don't have to go like
You
past
said
the
you said
doors.
anything living.
Anything living, yeah. Excuse me. It will vaporize like anything with kind of like a flesh or any like some resemblance of like life. Like the undead, they're dead.
Mhm.
Can you unplug the HDMI from the Xbox so that I can plug it into my?
So we could just leave this bomb where we are standing right now and take
But
these
here's
people
the
with
thing:
us.
is those survivors? We don't know if they are of the right in the right shape to.
Yeah.
Let's go talk to them.
I mean, that's what I would think, but we do have a dissenting member, and if we have a dissenting member, then she can't be the sole survivor.
What do you mean by dissenting member?
As
Like
in,
just the fact that I'm worried?
the fact is that you have not decided to go into the room.
Well, the only reason is because one, I'm okay, I am highly trained in situations like this. This is literally what I have trained my entire life for, is to be able to make sure that I never put myself or my friends type of danger.
And I think
And-
that means that you're wary of giving help in the fear that somebody's always out to get you.
Well, yes, that too. I don't
And
know.
that might end up hurting somebody else.
It seems very sussy. Very, very sussy. Sussy baka.
Well, then somebody else needs to stay back with you too, because we need more chances to get the news out
Why is the
if
audio
multiple of our party fall.
Well, I have the bomb. So
Well, Byron, be our suicide bomber.
Yep.
Any takers on staying back with Elevator?
Should Zari?
It's still coming through my computer and I just muted my fucking sound. What the fuck?
Something tells me Zari would not stay back.
So
no,
I mean,
Actually,
no. I feel like Zari would stay back with the elevator.
Zari would stay back.
With elevator, yeah.
Who the fuck?
so the 3 of you, Jirachi, Frere, and Byron. Jirachi, you said you wanted to talk to them and Frere, he wants to assess the state in which they might be able to escape.
yeah.
I want to do a medicine check. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you pause for like 30 seconds? I need to restart my call. My computer is glitching the fuck out. My sound on my laptop is turned off and I can still hear you.
Since it's Jirachi, Byron, and Frere, you have room to so you guys go in there, and it smells very disgusting, and all these corpses. So you and you say you want to do a medicine check, right?
Yeah. I have a feeling that they've eaten flesh. I have a strong feeling that they've eaten flesh, and that if they die, they will become ghouls. But I want to do a medicine check just to see what their general, I guess their health is.
I do it too.
Okay.
I do a medicine check as well.
I'll also do it.
Okay, everyone roll medicine checks.
What do you roll for that?
These are my favorite.
Okay, nat 20
Alright, nice, Rashi.
What do you roll for that?
Oh,
medicine.
nice.
It's wisdom.
21.
Oh, there's the medicine.
Here's a medicine.
No, babe, you're not with us. I got me a dirty 20.
Me too.
Nat 20.
Wait, Andrew got a good roll?
Andrew got a good roll. What?
Shut the fuck up.
This is a bad dungeon for you, bro. You got it.
So all of you determine that like how to say it. You all take a good look. You both, all three of you, like separate to like assess like what's going on. They're all clutching their vital organs like very closely, and they look at you like kind of they think they're a little bit like suspicious, but they're a little very tired, too tired to be suspicious. And they kind of like open up like their arms, like their body language as if to say, like, "Hey, here, look at me." And when you do, they say they like show like their forearm, and the dwarf here like, shows like this necrotic, and they all have like bite marks.
I told you!
They also say that prayer and Jesus, because I imagine you looked at them before. Here would be
Yeah, sure. Sure, I did.
okay, yeah. It says like
Oh.
whenever yes, it's true. Eating flesh he glances over to like and like there's some like ghouls stuff like three more it's not just you'll turn into them within some 2 days now. We've been here maybe a few days. I want to see my uncle again. I haven't seen him for some time. I'm probably gonna die soon, but I at least want to go seeing him again. Of course, you can take me to the nearest clinic, in which like Dr. Alvin's is also clinic is an emergency clinic, and it's possible to take them there. You remember that? And he says like, all of us we want to
There we go.
go see them again, even if we're gonna go. But he also like motions you to him. It's nothing too suspicious. Like, he seems very far from like turning into a ghoul. It seems only recently that he's been bitten, but he motions you to come in a little closer.
Let me just maximize my.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's also at this moment that the girl also like comes when the door opens again. She comes over to the grandma Ancha, and they clutch each other like very closely. And as you come in, the grandma also like covers like she starts like singing like a bit of like a halfling song, but she also like covers like the girl's ear as if to say like she should hear this. Yeah, the dwarf Aaron, he pulls you and he says, "That girl is but she doesn't." And when you look over, it's like one of her forearms, like she has been bit, but she really doesn't know anything. He says, "Please don't tell her. Let's maybe."
Bet y'all feel real stupid right now, don't you?
No, because you were saying that they were going to attack us and they haven't, so you're wrong so far.
Yeah.
Like nothing that you've predicted has happened yet, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're
So
not going to clearly. I mean, unless Steven is blatantly lying to us in a way that would only serve to kill the party, then they're not going to turn for a while.
so here are our options.
So,
Drop the bomb, get the fuck out.
Okay,
Or drop the bomb, get the fuck out, and bring them with us and rush to the clinic.
I say I have rope.
me
At this
too.
point, you hear like a big like crash in like the barricaded gate. It seems like a large like
Okay.
large infestation of ghouls are starting to like claw through. Let's see. I feel like yeah, at this rate, I feel like Farron might like try and like predict like how long it would take until that barricaded door comes crashing down. Because
I'd say that barricade has 3 minutes, but I'm sending Battle Buddy.
Okay. Yeah, so you come over, and Battle Buddy starts like also like just takes like a very wide and deep stance and like puts his like hands to cover the barricade. He
Yeah.
seems to be repelling back the ghouls. Or something like trying to like claw through. At this rate, I would say you have about 10 minutes to decide what to do. And once again, the person next to Aaron, the Dragonborn, he says to you, there's another thing. I'm starting the timer right now, by the way. Actually, no, I'll start the timer after the Rex says this. He says, like, I should mention something else. Because
My whole computer just broke.
takes it's a long, slow process. At first, it's hard for us to move away. The longer it goes, there's a first few roll back like his legs and like his arms. You see that it's kind of like very like it's a lot of bone like showing this way. It's very slow. We're going to need your help. We're going to need your help trying to get out of the dungeon, out of this catacombs, or wherever the hell we are. It's
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to explain it from DM to players now. So here's the mechanic.
Okay.
You guys will have about like 6 tiles to get through. Maybe it's important for one of you to write this down. It's going to you're going to so you have for your action. You can spend an action to help one victim get through a tile, but you spend your action. You can't spend your action to do anything else. You can spend an action to clear a tile. It's guaranteed for sure. But here's the thing: there's a very possibility that one or maybe a few of these victims will turn, and who knows what may happen? Like you may not be able to spend an action properly to get through a tile. And you might be attacked along your way there. So, what I'm saying for the players, you should like perhaps like check like the like how severe the ghoul fever is taking over them, and perhaps decide which victim to take over because with
Okay, I have a
time that the
question.
ghouls are with the amount of time you guys have left that the ghouls are clawing through, and with the amount of time you guys have left on the bomb, it seems that you may not be able to take everyone. I'll say this: you guys will have about once the timer goes off, you will have about like 15 turns each of you to help out. You can spend like of course an action to get through a tile, guaranteed, or you can spend an action to help a victim get through a tile. That's the mechanics here, and you'll have about 15 turns each.
I have something that this might sound really fucked up. Is there any way? Because so let's think this through for just a second. Stephen, approximately how long? Let's even say if they were at the very beginning of their ghoulish fever, how long do they have before they change and try and kill us?
I will say that you'll roll a medicine check, and however accurate that medicine check is, like you'll see if they're able to go on. You can do medicine checks, and you can talk to them as well. Assess who you might find the tiles, to the catacombs. Medicine check,
Okay.
Okay.
What
How
are the
many
chances
can
that
Battle
we
Buddy
just-
carry?
Hold
How
on.
many can Battle Buddy carry?
If
What are the
Battle Buddy's not at the barricade, we'll have less time.
What are the chances we just put all of the adults out of their misery?
The dwarf Steven, you
They're all
described it
adults.
that the dwarf is
Adult.
from changing so far, correct?
What I described is that what they generally across the board, they all seem to have like like maybe 1 or like 2 more days, or like maybe like a week left. How much time you're not really sure yet. You would need to roll a medicine check perhaps to try and determine.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so they aren't going to change within the next like 45 minutes.
It's
They
possible,
could.
It's possible.
It's
Depends on your
that.
check.
They
it's
could.
not no.
But we can tell. But the thing is, putting them out of their misery now, when we still might have the chance to save them, is
Right, that's why I was like, oh, because I was under the impression that they could change at any moment within like the next 30 minutes. Because if that was the case, I would have said we should just take the child and put the
the
adults
child
out.
could
That is
change
the
too.
case. That is the case.
That is the case, but the
They
thing
can
is,
turn whenever.
if we do our checks, we can tell when they're going to change,
Right.
and in like
And
sort
it's
of a
fine.
range. And if it looks too close, then that's when we do have to leave them behind. And some of them may understand, some of them might not. So that might cause conflict. I don't know. Steven, can I start with a medicine check?
Well,
Yes.
me and Byroth also did medicine checks, so
That was to
We-
determine like
Yeah.
what's right or wrong, and like to assess the situation.
Yeah.
You don't
Okay.
know
Okay.
when they might turn.
okay.
Like,
And
now
I
that
say we use our rope to tie them up, tie their hands together,
Yup.
and also
I'm
gag
literally
them.
going to say we need to tie them down somewhere away from the barricade.
I will say
Because
this,
if we take them out of the room and tie them down, we can still make medicine checks and make sure that they're okay, but to the point where they're out of the ghouls' way and we can just take care of the ghouls.
We're not.
Check on them every now and
that
then.
explosion will kill. Like, we have to leave the actual dungeon. We can't fight all those ghouls. They will kill us,
Yeah,
guaranteed.
no, I'm not fighting
Yeah.
ghouls.
But at the same time, like, I don't think we should tie them down. If we tie their hands, Stephen, would that impede their mobility? Could we actually tie their hand to the person no, never mind, because that'll
Yeah,
get
no,
that'll be hard.
that would definitely
Okay.
impede motion.
Here, let me lay down the situation, then I'll like set you guys free to see how you'll solve this one. So with 15 turns each, you guys will most likely be able to help like 4 people on max. There's about 6 survivors, including the girl. If you go for 5, that's pushing it. If you go for 6, it's hard. You'll have to leave. For guaranteed success or most likely success, I would say you'd have to leave 2 of them behind. If you want to be bold, you can go for 5. It's up to you to talk to all these people, to do medicine checks, and to decide do you want to go for 5, you want to go for 4. What do you want to do? That's what I want to know by the end. Let's say 12 minutes. And if you have any out of game questions, obviously I'll stop the clock. But you have 12 minutes to decide what to do.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you.
Grandma goes.
There you go.
Grandma's dead.
Hold on.
Grandma's
Yeah,
dead.
grandma's
We've already
gone.
decided.
Grandma's
One person
gone.
at a time.
The girl goes.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Youngin
The
first.
girl
If you guys
goes.
say grandma goes, basically. 'Cause
Like,
as you
she's
guys are
done.
saying this out
She's-
loud,
No. We're thinking this in our heads, Steven.
Oh,
We're
no.
all thinking at the
Can
same
we
time.
can we all like huddle up? Can we get like in a huddle?
yeah, please decide the cinematography of this before you guys go like, man, the old person goes and like she's like holding like the
Okay.
We
All right, let's
yeah.
huddle up. Let's huddle up.
Okay, so we have. Let me go over
Grandma-
it again. We have a
Grandma
grandma.
go.
Then we have a younger high elf and an older high elf. Then we have a dragonborn. And then the tiny
Dwarf.
kid. The dwarf, grandma, which is dead. We've already decided.
Oh, the dwarf. Okay, who was the one that wanted to see their uncle again?
The dwarf.
Oh, the halfling is the grandma. My bad.
Halfling's the girl.
Dwarf. Let's bring the
The
dwarf.
tiefling was the grandma.
Yeah.
No, it's the tiefling.
There's no tiefling.
No. Yeah.
Only-
Let's take the dwarf and the child.
Mhm. And then
Josh,
the younger high elf. All right, let's go. Let's go
Josh.
actually check stuff too.
go talk to the dragonborn.
That's what I was gonna do too. Yeah.
I'm gonna
And
do a
then-
medicine check on the kid.
Let's go do medicine checks and then come back.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
How is Battle Buddy doing holding this barricade?
He is giving you guys about 10 minutes left in the timer. 10 minutes left to decide the fate of these. victims here.
Is that gonna count in for the medicine checks too?
Yes.
Okay.
'Cause it takes
I
I
go
go,
to the older high elf.
I go to the dragonborn.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna check on the kid. Let me
I'm
roll.
pausing the timer just to write in everything to get like proper scene going. So, Byrath's the older high elf, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Jirachi.
The Dragonborn.
You guys are going to do medicine checks here?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Well, I'm gonna go talk to the Dragonborn and also do a medicine check.
Yeah. Yeah. Talk and medicine check. Yeah.
Okay. Both of you roll medicine checks at the same time, please.
Medicine checks.
God damn it. Got a 5.
Okay, and Jirachi?
Ah.
It was a nat 1.
Nat 1.
Oh my god.
I got a nat 20. Then the next roll I got a nat 1 on medicine check. Can I get something for my nat 20 last turn? I got a nat 20 and I got nothing from it. Okay.
Damn.
It is the way of the dice.
The way the cookie crumbles.
Okay, and Byrath, you got a 5, right?
Yeah.
So, let's see. Byrath, you look at this. Byrath, you look at this older high elf. He tells you his name is like Maris, and he looks at you and he says that he's thankful that you haven't told the daughter, and that they're really trying. He's up for anything. Um, he's up for any effort that you give, even if he has to stay behind. But yet he keeps looking at he keeps looking at like a certain like pocket watch he has, similar to what your dad has. And when he looks down at the pocket watch, and you also look down at the pocket watch, it's moving and it seems to be his wife like that. It moves on to another picture. You estimate that he has about 6 days left in his before he turns. Rashi, just about like a moment earlier in the dungeon, you had voices that merely brought you down like to your knees for a little bit. Had forever not caught you down, and that had been in the background this whole time. Seeing this dragonborn father again, husband. He also has like someone he's trying to return to, his wife, his mother figure, and that catches you off guard so much that you estimate that he has about a week left until he turns. This is what you determine from your medicine checks.
I go up to the Dragonborn and I'm speaking in Draconic. I'm like, "Hello, brother. I saw you looking at your hand earlier. What were you thinking?"
It was a he turns it over and like he looks like towards like his form. And it's like kind of like matching like family like emblem like tattoos. One of like for his family and the other one for his wife and son that he keeps like murmuring to under his breath. Even though he's trying to like when he looks at the daughter, at the young girl, he seems to like sit up a little taller, matching the height of your gaze. But he keeps looking down at his tattoos. And it's the sort of like normal tattoos that Dragonborn have when they before their own family. You have one for yourself, not one on your chest, but one for yourself on the arm.
Can I go to the other high elf?
You can, yes.
And roll a medicine check with them.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Yeah. Boo-doo-boo-doo. 11.
11? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Just give me a second. Alright.
You just love this track today, huh?
Oh yeah. Very easy to go back to. So you go up to this other high elf, younger than the one you just seen, the father figure. You see that he's like further away from the group. So like the Dragonborn and the older high elf were together, but this other high elf was kind of like a little bit separated, and his back turned. When you look towards him, he has this kind of like letter in his hand as well. Go ahead and roll perception check to see if you notice anything about it.
Perception. 10.
This whole situation is really getting to you, and same with the words of disappointment. Disappointment from your brother, and it's been getting to you like even after your beautiful moment with the symphony. It gets to you so much that like it kind of clouds like your vision, your like head's like a little down, because like it's as if you don't want to perceive any more than what you already have. But when you look up to the letter that he has, it seems to be like to another like family member, and the ending point of it is, I'm sorry. It is, seems to be an apology letter to some sort of family member that he may not get to send if he doesn't come out of the catacombs. You determine that he has about 3 days left.
I put my hand on his shoulder, and I just start talking to him. What's his name again? This one's name?
Ellis.
Ellis. And do we know? Have they told us their names, or
The girl told us.
They told us. Oh, actually,
Okay.
the girl told all of you their names.
okay? So I put my shoulder on my shoulder on his elbow. I put my hand on his shoulder, and just like in a very calming, like empathy type way,
Sure.
and I go, "You're Ellis, right?
Yes.
Might I ask?"
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Oh no, I completely forgot what I was gonna say. And it wasn't
Okay.
anyways. Go ahead.
Might I ask what that letter's about?
Something stupid. Something really stupid.
There's no such thing.
You call fucking up your brother's chance to get into university sane, okay thing. I messed it up. It was really bad. He wanted some dreams of being a musician at the University of Mythicera, and I fucked it up pretty badly. And I was trying to go to sleep, and for once I could, but then I had the nightmare, the same one to go talk to you about.
Yeah.
Having to run away, but in that nightmare, it wasn't just the ghoul that she was talking about. I heard a lot about my brother's voice of disappointment, and I was a coward in this dream, and I ran away. And it seemed the only point of escape was the grave, same that she talked about. Only that it wasn't a dream; it actually happened. And well, I had this letter ready to try and apologize to him, but it seems he looks to his bite, and he looks to the letter again, and he looks back to you. Well, it seems I might not get to tell him, depending on what happens here.
Let's not worry about that right now. What's his name?
Eris.
Eris?
Eris.
Eris.
Yes.
Oh. We're still trying to figure out what's going on. But regardless, I will promise you.
Give this letter to him if I don't make it. Okay?
Absolutely. I will find him. And we will make some amazing music together. Trust me, I'm always ready for some nice music.
Yeah. That sounds wonderful. Thank you.
Of course.
That's the end
But-
of that. Go ahead.
Oh, I said, but we'll figure out what's going on, and I'll let you know.
Thank you.
But I promise, No matter what happens, I'll find your brother and help him. Because I fucked up with mine, and I don't know if I can fix it.
Thank you. This is enough. Thank you.
Of course.
Okay. So that's the end of yours. So we determined he has about 3 days left in his. And from the looks of it, it seems pretty accurate. Although his skin is like kind of like pale. Actually, it is like really pale, but it seems to be accurate that he's not going to turn in this instant. It seems guaranteed. Next up.
Can I do a medicine check on the dwarf?
Yeah, we can do something between you and the dwarf as well.
Okay.
Make the roll.
Have I done my medicine check yet?
Currently, you're outside of the room with Zari.
I know, but I was gonna do a medicine check on the little girl.
You can, but we'll do it after this thing with Farron.
Yeah.
Yes.
You ask what the roll was, Stephen?
I did ask what the roll was first time.
It is a natural 20.
All right. Sweet.
The crowd goes wild.
After the clusterfuck of ones that happened. Okay, cool. So this is Farron. So looking at his condition, he seems to be like the least affected from ghoul fever. Out of all of these, and it seems he has about like 12 days to go. So a little bit longer than everyone else, but 12 days nonetheless.
Out of game, sort of. Is that reversible? The ghoul fever?
To your guys' knowledge, and after talking to Dr. Ovlin, there is no cure for ghoul fever that they know of. Dr. Ovlin and his interns and his assistants are trying to look into it, but there is no ghoul fever. The hope that that you guys are having regarding saving these victims is that perhaps they will get to say goodbye to the loved ones, as Steve talked to them about. And Dr. Ovlin also mentioned this that when he has like the cheapest rates for emergency clients. It's still a lot, but they're cheaper than other ones, and they give them a chance to like slow down and make their symptoms a little less painful, and have lots of sedatives to help make it more peaceful.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are we using our actions now? Is that like a thing that we can do now?
Not just yet.
Or not yet?
Not yet. It seems
Okay.
you have like the thing with Aaron and Grandma Ancha, who is still like clutching onto like the little girl. The little girl like went over because like she's like really comfortable with the grandma, and she's like clutching her, and the grandma's also like covering her ear while singing a song to her. But the girl seems blissfully unaware of what's happening and what's about to happen. Do you say anything from one dwarf to another? Do you say anything to him?
We're gonna get you back to your uncle.
You're so free.
Yeah.
Excellent. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I believe that, but I don't know what to believe after the nightmares of this. But
Well, lad, my group got in here and we're doing pretty well. So I think we could get back out.
he has a bit of doubt on his face, but then manages to crack like a bit of a smile. He says, "Maybe I can buy you a drink after this one, after it's over."
Absolutely. I'll hold you to that.
If this goes poorly again, we won't hold on to it too long. Next up
We'll
is,
do what we can.
Yeah. Next up is the grandma and perhaps the little girl if you still want. Oh yeah, Elvira said she wanted to do a medicine check on the little girl. Yeah, so Elvira.
Can
Yeah. Yo, what's up?
can you take the little girl and I'll do the grandma?
I thought the little girl was still with me.
She was for.
No,
she's
she's
with the grandma.
Yeah, well, I didn't mention this to you, but it's like when the doors opened up, like her eyes opened very wide, and happiness just for a little bit beamed when she saw the halfling grandma again, and she came running over. For the past few minutes, like she's been holding on to the little girl, covering one ear, to make things a little bit quiet, but also she gives like a look to all of you as if she knows who you may choose to go on from here.
Byroth, what is your modifier to medicine?
2.
You sure you don't want me to do this roll? I have a +4.
I mean,
Yeah,
I was
I have
mostly gonna
+4
talk
too.
to her. You
Okay,
can,
I mean you could do that. You
if
have
you,
a
if you want to do the roll, I'll just talk to her.
yeah, we could do that. Is that fine,
Cool.
Stephen?
Yeah, you totally can. We'll do Elevator first, and then we'll do you, Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elevator, you go up. You check on the little girl. Is that right? Okay, yeah. You check on the little girl. Make your medicine check.
13.
Say again.
Oh, Davis.
13.
13.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see. She's about 9 days. She's young. She seems to be like very healthy before this, but she does not seem to be long. And I don't know if you were there for this, but when everyone was coming into the room, specifically Aaron, the dwarf victim, he like had you all come to close, and he said the girl doesn't know, and we want to keep it that way. Everyone knows that we've been down here for the past few days, and she's the only source of happiness that we've had. We've all
Steven, I don't like you right now.
Yeah, I made this with Autumn. She doesn't like me either right now. What is Elevator?
It's just a girl.
Yeah.
He's just a child.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
He's just
Hey.
a child, and maybe it is best that her experience of the world end in the same happiness that she's brought into it.
So,
I don't know your name, but sweetie, what's wrong? We're gonna be okay, right? Grandma included? She's always been like that in the evening time. Like, yeah, I wanna be back. The grandma notices your
No.
she comes here and she says like everything's gonna happen exactly.
Yeah, you're gonna hang out with mom or with grandma.
it's gonna be okay.
He's just a child.
The grandma motions like the same motions that Byra or I think one of you once did, and you recognize it as the sleep spell. And the daughter goes to sleep, the 12-year-old goes to sleep, and she motions you to come in, and she says, "How long does she have?"
9 days.
Even for a 12-year-old girl, she has quite a bit of a weight to her. One of you should carry her, or when she wakes up, she'll both help. And I know, especially
I'll carry her.
That's okay. It's okay. I know.
Steven, I really don't like you right now.
I have to act all these characters. I don't like myself right now.
I didn't expect to cry tonight.
Can I walk up to the granny and talk to her?
Yeah, you can. Go for it. You have about.
Because is Elevator holding the kid now?
The grandma's
Or-
holding her, like, as if to say, I want to hold her a little bit longer until it's time. So
But she's
by
the
herself right now.
the kid's asleep though,
The
right?
kid's asleep, yeah. The grandma can't sleep on her.
So I think we all know what's going down. Is there anything we can do for you?
Right now. This obviously, I'd rather be in bed.
Understandable.
Fucker.
Sir, do you have anything that you'd like us to take back for you? Any message that you'd like for us to?
I've been pretty lonely for some time. Honestly, the 6 months here was the one bit of relief that I have. Company here. That's okay.
I just give them a hug.
I have a
Elevator.
I have
Do you
a
have
poison.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you have any
Painless
poisons?
poison.
Okay, I cast sleep. I'm gonna
Doesn't poison hurt?
cast sleep on her, and then we put the poison.
And
I have
I'll
a-
lay
I
her
have a
down
painless
softly.
poison. I'm a stealthy elf. I'm obviously gonna have at least 1 or 2 potions that don't make you feel anything, but they just put you to sleep and then you die.
Okay, then I go back to talking to the grandma.
We are level 3. I didn't really expect that from people who are level 3.
Yeah, it's just it's not that much, but for the purposes here, we'll say.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll talk to the grandma. Since like we each like kind of understand what we want to do. I look at her and I say, "We'll help you sleep." Fuck you, Steven.
I don't like this.
Did you say that to the old lady?
Yeah, I'll just
Fuck you,
out of
Steven.
nowhere, just fuck you, Steven. No, I look her in the eye and I said, would you mind if we help you go to sleep?
I cast sleep.
Wait, not yet. She's still holding the baby.
Oh.
She's still holding the child. Elevator. Can you hear? And then
The baby.
I'll lay her down as Jirachi can't sleep on her.
Dude, if you would watch, you would understand.
And I just slowly lay her down.
She closes her eyes and like her breathing is peaceful now. Very peaceful, like she's going to sleep for a good night's sleep. To be specific. She's laid down now. You have about 3 minutes left to decide.
Can anyone give a quick refresher as to the times that we have? Like,
Dwarf has 12 days left. The dwarf is definitely coming.
yeah, dwarf
The
is coming.
Dragonborn has a week for sure.
Okay, so the thing is, Jirachi, you're more of a fighter than a healer. So
Actually, I'm proficient in medicine, so I know my stuff. He's gonna be good in a week.
And Elvira has.
yeah, I'm gonna trust you, Jirachi, because that's the gameplay way of doing this. We're gonna fucking die.
I have a question. I have a very important question.
Hey, don't metagame, Tristan. Come on.
Zari exists.
He does exist, yes. I don't want to like roleplay him in like a really like bad way. So I'm just gonna do whatever like makes sense.
He does
What
have
I'm saying-
he does have 6 intelligence.
He does.
I'm saying, couldn't we potentially each get one person?
Potentially,
Even without Zari, we have 5, including Battle Buddy.
Potentially, yes, you could.
Battle Buddy should not leave the door.
Oh, I forgot Battle Buddy was at the door. But we have 5 with Zari.
Yes, you could. Yes, you
Could we? Would that still hinder us if we have one person each?
Obviously, it's easier. It's like because, like I said, the action economy is like you can use one action to help, one action to clear a tile. If things go wrong, you'll actually have to roll and hope that you'll use one to clear a tile. But so I'd say yes, it's doable to take 5 people. It seems like you guys really want to take all 5 left here, aside from the grandma. But it would be easier to take 4. But like I said, I leave it to you guys to assemble the pieces, all the details, all the
And
backstory.
you said we have 15 turns to do it?
About 15 years.
15 turns to move 10 people, six tiles. So that's
Can we
6.
take like a 2-minute break?
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to put a lot of dogs down. So kind of, I had to go to sleep. Just kind of back a lot of memories. I'm sorry.
Yeah, once you guys decide, if you're gonna take all 5 or take like 4 and like see what you want to leave behind. After that, we'll take a break and then we'll keep going if you guys want. If you guys want to see the story. Because I'm down to go. I'm down to go in an hour.
Is anyone opposed to trying all 5? Because we have 15 turns each. And even with just us 4, that is 60 turns.
I'm not opposed to trying all 5, but what I'm gonna do is I will Jirachi.
I'll say the ghouls are starting to crash down upon the you have to make your decision in 2 minutes.
Well,
Yeah,
and then we
I'm-
also have to keep in mind that we have to do a medicine check.
Okay,
Again.
we can pause for a medicine check.
Wait, medicine check on who?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
who?
You've done everyone.
Need to-
You've done everyone.
We've done our medicine checks. We can do it again to reassess.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
But we don't have to. If we feel like it was accurate, what I'm gonna do. Which one? Can I do a perception? No. Can I do a perception check to see which one would be the strongest in the event of turning into a ghoul?
You can, yeah.
I mean, the weakest is going to be the kid. Her immune system isn't that strong.
I mean, like, who will be the strongest?
Fighter, yeah. Like, who's gonna
Yeah.
kill us
Okay,
the
go
best?
ahead and make a perception check.
No, Siri, I don't.
Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I've got that right. That's a 20. That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
I
30,
love this.
20.
I love this phrase so much. Dirty 20.
It seems it might actually be the kid. Kids are like very fast. Like they have like so much like stamina, like so much energy. Especially this one, and like the grandma said she has like a lot of like weight to her. What she meant by that was like she's kind of like muscular.
Could I ask potentially without rolling who would be the next strongest after the kid?
You could, yeah. I'll allow that one, and then no more afterwards.
Yeah, understandable.
Most likely, the Dragonborn.
Okay. I will happily assist the Dragonborn,
Okay.
and I think that somebody else who can take some hits or who is potentially agile should handle the kid. So Elevair.
I need like the most docile. I only have 10 health left.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying you should help the dwarf.
Okay, I help the dwarf.
Because I don't think this dwarf is much of a fighter. But I think that the Dragonborn could be trouble in the event that any of them turn if it's the Dragonborn could cause damage. So
Let's have the strategy. If any of them turn, push them off the stairs.
That is a good idea.
I like it. Okay, I help Dragonborn. Who else? Who else is
We
helping?
got the two. We have the two high elves.
Dwarf.
Let's let Ari help the younger one, and you help the older one.
Yeah.
You fine with that? Okay.
Yeah. But I gotta go throw the bomb in first.
Yeah.
Or I guess I can just lay it where it is.
Okay. We'll call a 5-minute break here to just like recollect our emotions, just take a breather, and then afterwards we'll do the escape.